My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arik here, Galadirthan, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as the Wood Elves in Divide and Conquer pre-release version 5. Oh, I haven't locked the cursor. Hang on. There we are, now I have. What are we doing in the Wood Elves, I hear you cry? It's a very good question. We are assembling our forces for war. Now, something that many of you chastised me for last time was the role of Haldir in our attack on Mordor, and whether or not we should bother sending him. Haldir is a fantastic governor, and as we will see in just a brief moment, if we send him back to Dor Norhak, the lands of flame, he will turn away all of that hatred that we're receiving, which will make that easier upon us in the city there. We don't really make any money because of the shenanigans around Dale and Dol Guldur. You'll remember the title of the last episode, I'm sure. Our primary function and focus, though, at the moment is with this large army under King Thranduil the Unstoppable, who seeks to put an end to Gundabad's reign of terror, or indeed their nuisance that they've been creating. We've taken Witherboard, and this time we are going to hold it. Anazanar has fallen to the dwarves, so we've now got an ally on our eastern bound entirely. We can push through and hit Dane's halls with that army. But in the south, we need to try and defend Torfilin from the few stragglers that are coming through. And then in the deep south, all the way down here, our only problem is the hatred we're getting from Dor Norhak. But with the reason that Herion, our commander, is heading off to the Black Gate is because we need to hit Mordor before Gondor finally falls. Gondor at the moment have been pushed back all the way to the Ringlow Vale and the border there with Dol Amroth. Is that... Oh, it begins with a C. No, it's Ethering. I'm sorry. My geography off the top of my head's poor. There is a map to my left, but I didn't want to look at that. Anyway, we want to hit Mordor now whilst we can get their attention, so that's where Herion's going off to. And Haldir, I will send Haldir back just so that Dor Norhak doesn't hate us. Dor Norhak's only 1,000 people away from going up to a stronghold to be useful to us, so if we can make it like us until then all the better. But for now, I think we're on an end turn, so let us... Oh no, we're not. We're going to hit Captain Ogthak, and then we'll stick around for Gurkrog, see what Gurkrog's plans are. Captain Ogthak has Pale Uruks, Snow Ox Spears, and Black Shield Warriors, all great. Captain Gaz Horn has a fair few things, and he's snuck out of the woodwork, so all the better for fighting the battle. Let us do it. Apologies, this video is a day later than usual, because I live streamed and recorded both on Sunday, and when I do 2 recordings in a single day, it always completely takes the wind out of my sails for recording the day after. So rather than having the day this week that has no video be Sunday, I thought the day this week that has no video can be Tuesday, and then I will just start off from there. It's not the Ardenaeum, obviously many of you will probably be disappointed in that, but we will return to the Ardenaeum next week, and as I've already mentioned, if you tuned into the live stream, I will make the Ardenaeum, I will give the Ardenaeum those little intros, because I thought they were damned good fun. So if you liked those, they will be continuing with the next Ardenaeum episode, and we'll cover the events of the past live stream and the episode before that. Now, this army is blessed with a heap of archers, but you may have seen that the enemy has some siege, so we've got to try and nullify the effects of that. We could do with just chucking 1 or 2 cavalry units into this army, because the AI always trains siege, whereas we as the player don't really. Now, this is the best place to start, but the AI might start there themselves. But then they've got reinforcements coming in. And where did the reinforcements come from? They're coming from the north, aren't they? Or were they hidden to the south? I can't really remember. Ah, bugger. We're attacking them, though, so wherever the reinforcements are coming in from, we should just probably move towards our enemy. We outnumber them, and we've got vast archer companies. We have many archer companies. Vast store of arrows, I should say. Oh, yeah, no, they're coming in from behind us, blimey. Alright, so if we do prepare to sort of try and rush this fellow out of the game, then we can reposition and prepare for the army coming down the hill behind us. There we are. The other videos this week will once again be Battle for Middle-earth, and going off of the comments that I received from the last one, you actually would all like to see me mopping up the few minor regions that we have to still take. So I will do. I won't play Battle for Middle-earth off-screen. I will capture a few regions on screen. I did also think that we might as well do it on screen because we are now, I'm fairly certain the Black Gate is the final level. So we've probably only got 2 or 3 more episodes of Battle of Middle-earth 1 left. Probably only 2, to be honest. So I figured, why not? Let's just play it through. I'm only going to capture a couple of regions. I'm not going to cleanse the whole world because I just don't really want to. The skirmishes are a bit dull, to be honest. And I'm really keen to play number 2 now. So there will be a couple of Battle of Middle-earth episodes this week. But the live stream this weekend, which is back on Saturday morning, will be Wood Elves. So we will continue with the Wood Elves whilst we can. Also, a few bits and bobs in the modding scene. I did say I was going to update my Ardenheim campaign if the changes were made, and I'll try and sift through and add them, but some more changes have been made. The Ardenheim Armsmen have now also had their design completely overhauled to match with the new designs that Castellan has created. The Azra Zaire units, the low-tier trash, have been renamed back to Corsair X, Y, or Z, and their visuals have been changed, their voice lines have been changed, they've been changed all over. They're going back to being Corsair units. The icon for the Ardenheim has also been amended to fit better with the icon that Castellan uses on the banners of many of the forces. Something that I'm very, very pleased to see because I think that's a really good idea. Right, the enemy is coming upon us and the enemy siege will then soon be hitting us. So we're going to charge at them with our melee line. Our archers can more than handle the 3 units that we attacked here. All of them are firing, all of them are raining down on those. Those are arguably the best units that the enemy has. Our melee force can easily deal with this reinforcing army. There's not really a single threat in there other than the siege. So we just need to shut that down. And then by pushing up the hill, we will force our enemy to run away because they will almost certainly be in skirmish mode. In fact, they will definitely be in skirmish mode because the AI always starts in skirmish mode because they're not clever enough to turn it on or off, unfortunately, so they have to start in it. Oh, that's interesting. They are rushing the archers down the hill. Well, let's surround those with 2 units and then be on our way. I only need 2 units to make it to the back to deal with the siege, so you guys don't need to go all the way to the back.
Force remains.
There we are. We've got you 2 will be able to do it.
Like this, we will smash the enemy.
And we're so close to the enemy siege now that it's wildly inaccurate. We probably will need some of our archers to turn around and assist though. I think. But they're in position. They're holding. Shields up, spears up, everything that you need to get up. Euphemisms aside. Get them ready. Alright, archers, let's move over here. Leave the elites to deal with these 3. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You're running over there. You're running up the hill. Oh, you're the javelin ones. Whoops. Wasted your javelins. Oh, well. Are they archers? Ah, yes, they're Snow Scouts. That's perfect. Our archers getting into position and assisting. Go and hit those raiders. No, don't throw your javelins, just attack them. And you just go and attack them before they fire a single bolt. Excellent work. Hit those wild marauders. General, you're killing that pale Uruk, and then we can get you to fire as well. And all of you are now shooting again? Yes. Although I think they're targeting those Black Shield Warriors, which isn't great. It's time 6 this.
Is very much in our favor.
Might lose about 10%.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will
don't know which one has died. Neither of them are an actual general, though, are they? So they're both captains, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, they've both died anyway. 4 catapult crew remain. The catapults are running. Javelins into those if you would. Might as well use all your javelins.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
And then you charge into
they
them.
Lost half their men.
Why are you getting trapped on the ballista? Just run around them.
Behold how our
I'm sure the force in the middle here is breaking and quaking,
press the attack.
shaking and getting ready to run. And it's over there again.
276.
Probably a few too many, really. Almost certainly a few too many, but we're not here to play min-maxing. Of course not. Of course not. We are here to enjoy ourselves and cleanse the land. And if some elves die in that... We've already discussed at length the problem with being an elven commander and caring about the lives and souls, or the fear of your elves, to quote the word that you'll find on forums. the word fear, little personal story for you, is a word that you will never really ever come across unless you go onto a die-hard Lord of the Rings lore forum. And every single time, to a man, without fail, every time I have met someone who actually uses the word fear, they have always been just horrible. The type of person that will immediately call you up for the slightest lore inaccuracy or any deemed slight against their beloved legendarium. And I think it's because you have to really search through Lord of the Rings to actually find any mention of the word fear. But it means it's like soul. It is just the soul. Elves are blessed with it. My understanding of fear is not really all that great. All I know is that it sounds an awful lot like the word fear, but it's spelled F-E-A with an umlaut on the E, I think, memory serves. But if you ever come across it on a forum, be wary of the person that uses it almost immediately. Because in modern parlance, and when explaining Lord of the Rings to people, using the word soul more than suffices. But these are the types of people that will tell you that no. You cannot use the word soul because that's incorrect. One must use the word fear. But for the casual fan, you'll have never even have heard of that word, and you have no idea that it's linked to Lord of the Rings at all. But that's a level of Lord of the Rings depth that you don't need to enjoy Lord of the Rings. You don't need to go that deep into it. It is for us all, is it not? Goblin's turn taking a little time there, isn't it? Everyone's turn's taking a little time, actually. It's always the problem as the game cranks on, as the wheels turn, it always slows down. Did I just see that right? Oh, Ethering's Revenge. Ethering falls. The fields and woods are wrapped in flame. I knew Gondor got another last stand, and it seems to be when Ethering goes down. Dor Norhak has rioted, and we've lost another 1,000 soldiers.
Follow me. Like the wind. Sire.
Haldir can take up that garrison there, so as you can see, when Haldir's in there, we don't need to bother with having this many forces inside of it. So we'll take those, and we might as well take the general. And we've got room for 5 more potential, but we might as well take them because they're doing nothing in here. They aren't improving the... they aren't making the place like us. They aren't doing anything at all. And now we've dropped down to 4,700 people. We have a 2.5% growth rate, though. And as it starts to become more elven, all this hate will disappear. So we can leave... with Haldir there, it's fine. So thank you all for pointing out that Haldir, when he was governor, it liked me. That did totally escape my notice. We failed a mission. Send an emissary to the Ardenaim, goblins of Moria. And did I see that right? Did you just lose the hollow? No. My spy just had to move for some reason. Oh, well, that's fine. All right, and then what are we doing elsewhere? What's that Gundabad forces plan? I think we need to go and hit him because we can't allow him to just wander around behind us. And the forces did pull away from Torfilin. That's what we wanted to see. We've got any cav? We've got any cav, guys? I need cav. Of course, at the moment, we don't have the ability to get anything. Oh, you've got cav. You just can't retrain them. But the money started to come in. Now we lost some troops. So if you could go up to that fort for me. But Dane's Hall's... The banner on that is... barely full at all, isn't it? So it's got all these forces, but they're actually like 1 or 2? Or is that a full banner? No, because that's the dark colouring of the Gundabad flag to show that there are troops. So that would suggest that there's this many units, but they are like... There's probably 2 or 3 men per company. Unless there's some sort of error there that's just bugging out that banner. I think what I'm actually going to do, because I really couldn't care less about Witherboard. Dane's Halls is absolutely the prize of this region. And it stops... Like, Gundabad aren't getting any troops out of Witherboard. And so, we're going on. We're going to go and bloody well knock on the door. And we will give them a right good schooling. I have no doubt. Somehow we need to try and work out how to get Dol Guldur. Also, thank you to all of you who corrected a fatal misunderstanding in my knowledge of Medieval 2. I've been playing it for 9 years, and still there are little things here and there that I always either just get completely wrong, or I just forgot. And so, as many of you pointed out, if your ally is besieging a city, and you attack that city, but you've got siege equipment so you can actually directly attack, if you win, the city will then belong to you. If your ally is besieging a city and you join in the siege, and then they attack, or it falls to that siege, so it falls 9 turns later, for example, they will win it. So the only way to beat your ally to a region is if they're already sieging it, get yourself some siege equipment, and then attack it. Then you will immediately own it. And so that's where we failed here in Amun Lank. I could have attacked the city directly with the Ballister crew that we had in our army when it rebelled. But I didn't. And so we've lost it. And we're not going to get it anytime soon. And it's going to hate us when we do get it because we weren't able to exterminate anyone. But I think we can end the turn, so let's do that again. Let me just once again remind everyone that those little end turn jingles are purely for YouTube. They are not for Divide and Conquer. And I say that because, again, we've had so many comments on the past, 4 or 5 videos. There's maybe 1 or 2 comments per video saying, why is there Age of Empires music? And it's just copyright-free music for YouTube because the Age of Empires music is copyright-free and sounds fantastic. And so I like that because the music's never going to be fitting to the campaigns. I'm not going to go to that level of detail in building bespoke YouTube playlists for each faction. So instead, I just made a generic playlist I can put on any faction we ever play. And the Age of Empires music filled a role for the end turns that I was pleased with. And that's why it's there. But other than that, I don't really have any DaC information for you. Once the Ardenheim stuff is all bundled together, oh no, there's the army. But they've left their faction heir behind. Once the Ardenheim stuff is all actually finished and meted out, then I will do the developer diary. But I'll wait until it's all been put in. No, so it was a bug. That did have a near full banner army, but for some reason it just didn't display. Right, so Laguf has got some real forces. There's some Orc Avengers in there. There's 2 Black Shield Warriors. There's Warriors and a Warband, sorry. Oh no, there are 3 Warriors. Some Archers in there. Snow Orc Raiders, another Avenger. We've got some Half Trolls for the first time. This is a much, much better Gundabad army. And our Archers are not going to stand up as well as they usually do. Captain Yagdush in front of us is also bringing Snow Trolls. Oh dear, and Half Trolls. Bugger. And Lagul from behind has basically nothing. We don't need to worry about him. But the 2 in front we do.
Wipe the blight from this land.
We need those trolls killed. They are the real problem here. So we're being attacked from what will be in front of us. Their reinforcements are coming in from our left-hand side and our back right-hand side. So the southeast side of where we're going to be facing. So the primary enemy is hitting us from there. Their reinforcements will come in from that steep slope up there. And the guy behind us who we don't need to worry about is coming in from down here. But this is a horrible battle map that massively favours them. But it depends where those trolls come in, actually. Because if they come in sort of on this side rather than in the corner. Oh, and even if they come in the corner, actually, they've got to walk around this ledge. So I think our best bet is taking up a position here. And fighting out on this sort of plane. We absolutely need to try to kill those trolls. I will do what I can, but I am famously bad at microing in battles and killing trolls. We've got the javelins. They are the troll killers, but whether or not we can use them to good effect will remain to be seen.
The enemy have brought up more
perfect.
men.
They're all coming in where we thought. So we can even curl even more around and take the high ground at the back here. Could have even gone right up on the top, actually, but then that wouldn't have been that great because they'll come up there. The main army is coming. They're going to come down that slope there. They're going to walk. I don't know how they're going to get around this ridge. Oh, from there. So they're going to walk up there, and then they're going to come down there. So we want to... I think we do want to just pull back to that high ground there, actually. And let's just form a formidable line on archers. Well, they will take 43 of those out because they make the formation take on an odd shape. Right, there we are. You always go like that, and then 43 of you come and stand there.
We must act.
Right, and then javelins stand just in front, and then melee take up positions in front of those. Right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Into positions, into positions. We have some killing to do today. Alright, so this fellow coming all the way down here is the one who is just... By the time he arrives at the battle, it'll basically be over. His only threat are his Ballister crew. And it's going to take them half the game time just to get to us. The trolls have come in on that side over there and linked up with the main army already, so we're going to be facing them as a singular force. The half-trolls there, walking through the snow, interestingly. They're just ploughing through it. Oh no, they actually do stand under the ground. I imagine that's a terrain issue and not a problem with their model. But there they are, half-trolls. I always thought they had a kind of cheatery, like Jaguar-esque vibe, but in truth it's just because their javelins have these little stripes on them, and when you look at them from afar, it kind of looks like the stripe is on the... Like, every time I see the stripe just at the corner of my eye, it makes me think that it's a part of their design. It makes me think they're wearing like jaguar fur or something. But they don't. They don't do that. Right, how are they going to get to us then? That's a horrible mountain road, isn't it? Not many people using that. But it does sort of cut through the mountainside, actually. They rarely do that. They usually just paint on the side like this, where it's just completely moronic. But I think you can allow Medieval 2 that small transgression because it's downright cool that it actually creates the battle maps dynamically from the region that you fight the battles in. That's such a big feather in the cap of this game that cannot be diminished. Alright, turn and focus. No, I don't. I've regrouped them again. That was foolish. One line. Units, one line. Can you stand up there? No, you can't. Why won't you stand over there? Go and stand over there. Come out of time 6, Galu. This is a battle you actually have to win, Galu. Ah, the trolls are coming. The trolls are coming. The trolls are coming. Be quick, be quick, be quick. Ah, the trolls are coming, and that's the moment I chose to move all the archers. Where's my rune of restraint? Give me my damned rune of restraint. Come on, throw a javelin at them. Ah, they're going to kill all of our melee. I mean, they still would have made it to our melee line anyway. Trolls are annoyingly resistant to arrow fire. But I, as ever, chose the absolute worst possible time to maneuver my forces. Oh dear, Galley. It's like you want to die. They could have gone into shield wall to counter those Wagner orders, but they've not done that. You are firing at things, right? Look, you've got a perfect sight line down on that battlefield. Yeah, there we are. They're starting to fire. Kill those mounted orc hunters. Target those orc fighters. Blackshield warriors coming over the back. Now, one of the snow trolls has died. Oh, Orc Avengers getting in at the back there. This is once again where this is not conducive to a powerful, to giving Legolas his strength. This isn't the kind of battle map he shines in. And his archers and his arrows are body piercing. They're not armor piercing or anything like that. Can you javelin those trolls again?
Our men have slain. Only half the enemy force remains.
An enemy general's died. I don't know who it is, but they've died. Captain Lagouf. Those mountain orc hunters are broken and routing. You guys can fire at will. In fact, you can all fire at will. What are we on? We've lost 15%, but 30% of the total enemy has died. Oh, and the ballister crew has arrived. I thought it was going to take them much longer than that. Pin those Blackshield warriors. Oh, that was fantastic timing. I don't know why I've got the scroll wheel on the slow scroll. Let's speed that up. Get in there. Pin them in. Pin them in. Nice. Kill them. Kill them. Can you guys still shoot those snow trolls? Or is that totally out of your remit now? I think that's probably out of your remit, isn't it? Those and fight. Those Blackshield warriors are shaken. We've got Orc Avengers hit us on that side. 36 of the enemy. But our melee line is just completely obliterated. And what do you think killed them? It's the trolls. Of course it is. Oh, one of the trolls has died. Oh, the trolls are infighting now. Oh, that's good. They made it all the way through. Are you joking? Stand your damn ground. What are you guys up to? We're getting some kills, but look at that. The Black Shield Warriors just tank arrow fire. Oh, we needed more elite archers than we have here. And the trolls have made it to the back. No, it's no. Get out. The whole army runs. Exit, in fact. No.
Our enemies may have won this battle, but they've not won this war.
Oh, actually, is that going to see the entire army defeated because they can't run away? I think it is. Because they can't cross the bridge because of Le Gouf. Oh, I should have stood on the bridge. That was moronic. Should have stood on the bridge. I thought they might come out and attack us, but I didn't think they'd come behind. I just didn't think of... I feel confident our entire army's just died. Oh, thank goodness for that. Thank you so much, game. And then more Gundabad forces have crept out of nowhere and hit Witherboard. We knew about one of those armies, but the other one, I had no idea where that one's from. But that's not the end of the world. The generals made it out alive.
Come, my brothers.
Who... That invasion better not be on me. Ah, Erebor. No, that's alright. Breeze under siege. Our prisoners were executed.
Elven warriors.
But we do have reinforcements coming through right now. Da-da-da-da! Perfect. If it has to be a war of attrition, then so be it. We'll attrition the buggers. And we're almost making money again.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, you guys might as well just get into the front. Get straight into the fight. Don't worry about that. My hope is that we might be able to retrain those, but that's not happening anytime soon. Need the Valiant Council Hall to get the better guard barracks, because you can see we don't really get our full complement in Thranduil's halls yet. And why can't we retrain those horse archers? Do we not even have a stables? It's because we don't even have a stable. Build me a stables first. Alright, but at least in the south things are going better.
Elves.
We can go and knock on the doors, or the large gates of the Black Gate. And you don't need these forces either. Let's free up a bit more money here, I think. And, Tawar Rainio, let's just get rid of you. Ballaster crew, get rid of them. And this cavalry, why don't you go back to Karaz Galadon and retrain? Karaz Galadon has a stables, doesn't it? Yeah, there we are. Yeah, both of you can retrain back there, and then you can just stay there as garrison forces, that's fine. Where's the spy? There you are, sir. You're moving through to find out what's happened with to get us up-to-date map information on that alleyway to the east of the Anduin River.
By the light of Elbereth.
And Witherboard, you're never going to survive that, and they're going to attack you on the next turn, I think. Can I sell it? No, you can't sell it when it's under siege. Really cheesing the game. I've been particularly cheesy in the game this time.
Onward, elves. At ease.
Let's send you out. It's a shame there's not a path on the northern side of the river, that we've got to go such a long way round. It's because there's no... That crossing is... The game just doesn't think that's a good path. So it just doesn't do it. And it doesn't connect us to the Grey Foothills at all, actually. It's because it can't get through this tree line, isn't it? You could put another path in there, I suppose, by removing some of the dense trees, and then it would split like that. That would probably work. I think that would probably be better. But we'll see. For now, though, I know we're a couple of minutes short of 30 minutes, but I am going to stop it there because Gundabad are going to attack me in Witherboard, and I can't really run over too much today. So that's unfortunately where I am going to have to end it. But we'll take Dane's Halls in the next couple of turns. The campaign is still going very, very well, despite my foolish tomfoolery around Dol Guldur. We'll be knocking on the Black Gate shortly, giving Mordor right good going over, making them think about what they need to do. Yes. And hopefully saving Gondor before it's too late. But that's a good anti-Mordor force there. Good archers. There's a few good archers in there. Our elite archers even. And plenty of low-tier melee units to just hold back the trash that is Mordor. It's better to use low tier, I think, because whilst elite units will kill a lot of the Mordor trash, they'll still take losses. Whereas I'd rather have 2 militia units to hold back the low tier crap that Mordor's going to bring, rather than one elite, for example. But each to their own, everyone would be different, I have no doubt. But anyway, that'll be where I end it. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. There will be Battle of Middle-earth tomorrow, and then Wood Elves again, and then we go. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navahad and Aden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.